Welcome to episode 2 of Cinema Splats. Today's movie is the classic 1989 film Say Anything starring John Cusack. So, this movie was huge. It is one of those old classic 80s movies that everybody remembers. Like, even teenagers nowadays who weren't even around or who weren't even alive to be when that movie was first released. It is directed by Cameron Crowe, and it follows the life of recently graduated senior Lloyd Webber, played by John Cusack. Right after graduation, he tells everybody that he likes this girl named Diane, and basically the whole movie is his relationship with her. And in the beginning, you think that she's this popular girl, but she's actually really this nerdy girl that is going places. So all these people are saying, "Oh, she's doesn't seem like the type to be going out with anybody really, or something more like jocks." But Lloyd gets the courage to ask her out over the phone, and she actually says yes, and she actually has a really good time with him at this party. And there was this really creepy guy at the party that ran up to Lloyd, and he was like, "Ah!" like just shouting at him, and I was just sitting there laughing because I was like, what is up with this dude? He's just crazy. And I still don't understand the whole thing where people put their keys in the bag. Like, I've seen it in tons of movies, and I honestly don't understand that. So if any of you out there watching this knows what that is, can you just like comment down below, tell me what it is? I'm too lazy to look it up. um they fall for each other, and I also want to point out it's a weird relationship that Diane has with her father, because her mother and her father are divorced, I think, and she ended up choosing her dad over her mom at court, which is really sad because that's something you shouldn't be able to be put through, choosing your mom or your dad. But anyway, she chose her dad, and so she lives with her dad, and they have this weird relationship because after the first night that Lloyd and Diane have sex at the beach or wherever they are. I don't know where they are really. I thought it was at the beach. Um, she goes home and her dad's like, "Where have you been? Did he touch you? Blah 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 blah." And then she's like, "Yes, we basically had sex. It was so beautiful, Father. I love how I can tell you everything." And I'm thinking nowadays, I don't think that mothers, daughters, fathers, anything like that can really have conversations like that, because honestly, if I was a girl and I told my father, "Oh, Dad, I can tell you everything. We just had sex," you know what my father would be doing? Where does this boy live? And I'm just thinking it's so weird, but then you realize that he has a way to be kind of like lenient towards her because she is his only daughter, and he's actually a man that's been stealing money from the elderly people that have been dying at this old people's home that they work at. And she gets mad at him, then he goes to jail, and anyway, like in the movie, he's in jail, and then she finally forgives him in like 2 letters, but then in person. And then I want to point out a very iconic scene, this scene right here, where he's standing outside of Diane's window, holding the old boombox, blasting the song "In Your Eyes," and everybody around the world has seen that scene before, or they know about it. Me personally, I've known the scene for so many years, but I've never known exactly where or what movie it was from. So when I watched this movie, I finally realized that this was it, and I was so excited. Like, I literally started applauding in my chair. But I laughed at myself after because I realized that I thought that in the scenes, like, they just really showed that scene. I always thought that after, she would look out the window and see that he's standing there with his car and his boombox, just, chilling with the song blasting. But no, it's just the scene and then nothing. So I was laughing. I was like, what? No, that shouldn't happen. But it's still an iconic scene, so I applaud the directors and writers of that movie. So I would give this movie a definite 4 out of 5 stars because 80s movie, classic romance, after high school love summer romance thing. It's great, and it's one of John Cusack's great films. And for my friends out there that are big John Cusack fans, he's very good looking in this movie. He's good looking still, but his eyes, it's like, it always seems like he has eyeliner on. It's so weird. Like, it's like, with his little face. Yeah. And no, I can't do it, but all of you, I recommend you definitely see Say Anything. It is 100 minutes. It's comedy, romance. Comedy, romance. It's a rom-com. There you go. What more can I say? So, thank you for tuning into episode 2. Episode 3 will be up on either Monday or Tuesday. So, enjoy.